broke my wheel, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Great balls of fire, Jerry Lee Lewis. Tonight, my name's Keith Williams with Fret More Guitar Lessons, where we fret more, stress less, and make a whole lot of music. And so we're going to make a little rock and roll music tonight. I had my request from my buddy Steve to do this rock and roll song. And anyway, even though it's a country channel, he wanted to rock and roll. I don't know, he could have went to a rock and roll channel and probably found this lesson. But anyway, he wanted me to do it. So so here we are doing it. And I appreciate the request. And I've never done this song before, so I love it. It's a great song. And I did a cover on it you can follow along with. And of course, it's a little different than Jerry Lee's version in a lot of ways, mainly because I'm doing it. Different key, different instrument, different voice, the whole bit, you know, and not near the musicianship of Jerry Lee. But anyway, that's okay. That's all right. Everybody's at a different level, you know. We're all at different levels. Jerry Lee's somewhere up in here, and I'm, anyway, down in here somewhere, probably under my foot right there. But great song, and I'm going to tell you what he did it in. He may have changed it up as he got older. Sometimes, you know, you do that. Your voice is not as high when you're younger. But he did it in C back in the day. Okay, C, F, and G. Now, let me explain that a little bit. Because I went out and looked at, you know, sometimes I'll just try to figure things out, and sometimes I'll go and let me verify. Let me just get some confirmation. So I'll look at I didn't listen to any other lessons, but I did look at some of the chords out there. And I found a couple of different ones that seemed to have a lot of, you know, kind of a bigger rating. You know, a lot of people had give it a thumbs up or whatever. And so one of them was a C, and there was F 7th and a G 7th. Okay, so there was the C, the major, was a major chord, the key it was in. And then there was an F 7th and a G 7th. Then I think I seen one in G, I believe, and it was in, you know, the key of G, major chord G, and then a C 7th and a D 7th. C is a little bit high for me, and I don't like to play in C because there's an F, and I'm not crazy about the C chord. It's okay, but that's just not my favorite chord to play in, especially if you're doing some picking and stuff. And that's just me. That's, you know, you do however you want to. I'm just saying that's my personal preference. And then the G, doing a C 7th, again, I can do a C 7th when I got a little time, but I'm not used to playing one a lot, so sometimes my pinky don't hit that third string, that G string. And so I didn't do that. Now you could do this, so I'm doing it in A. Just let me back up here and tell you what I'm doing here. I'm doing a lot of talking and not explaining much. So I did this in A on the cover, okay? You can get that A however you want to. I get it with two fingers, but you can get that second, third, and fourth string however you want to. D chord, or D7, excuse me, D7, okay? And an E7. And I kind of went back and forth from the E to the E7. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's what I did. So sometimes I get, you know, criticized, or I get chastised, whatever, from other guitar players. Now, that's not the way he did that. Yeah, well, I don't care how he did that, to be honest with you. You know, he ain't here, and you know, if he was here, I'd play along with him. I'd do it like he's doing. But, you know, and if I had a band, I'd play it the way, you know, we'd have to all be on the same page. But when you're playing by yourself, and I say this respectfully, I just, you know, when you're playing by yourself, you know, whether you're in, you know, in your basement like I am, or you're at a bar, or you're, you know, at a neighborhood party, or you're at a family get together, whatever it is, you know, play it however you want to play it. Now, if you're playing with a group, even if there's one other person involved, yes, you got to play it. You all need to be on the same page and play it the same way. Doesn't have to be right. It just has to be the same. That's okay. So anyway, so what I did was I'm doing the A, D 7th, and E 7th. Now you can play E or A, excuse me, D and E if you wanted to, and just not do the 7ths. But I did the 7ths because what I found on the internet, it seemed like everybody was doing that. All right, so we're doing a little bit of a walk down, okay, and just doing this open. We've done this before on this A chord, and it's open E string, okay, the 6th string, open, and then second, third, or second and fourth, excuse me. That's just a little faster one. Usually it's open, second, fourth, and it's slow, but this one is, you shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Okay, so so you have to do some stops there to kind of stop. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. You know, and you can do a walk. I didn't do the walk down there. You could do a walk down. I'll show you that. That's just on the A string. You could do that. Just open A, second fret, fourth fret, and then go to the D if you wanted to. I didn't do that. Matter of fact, I think I kind of like stopped and went, oh crap, I forgot where I was going there. But you can do that. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Too much of love drives a man insane. And then I don't know what he was doing there. Broke my wheel, it's going to E there, or E7. Broke my wheel, E7, what a thrill. And it goes to the A, and it's just strumming it once, and then there's grace, great balls of fire. Like I said, he goes way up high there. Okay, and then we start into the strumming there, or you can just do downstrokes because it's kind of a rock and roll beat there. I left in love when I thought it was funny. D7, you came along and moved me, honey. E7. Changed my mind, now D7. This love is fine. Goodness, going back to A. Gracious, great balls of fire. And then I did some picking, and I'm not going to show you the picking because I was just doing stuff. I don't know what I was doing. But what you can do is just run through the chords. Go to the D7. Or you can stay. Actually, he stays in the A or the. He doesn't C. He's staying in C, but. So I stayed in the A there a little bit. He may be going to the 4 chord there, which would be in this case the D7. He may be going there first. I don't know, but I stayed in the 1 chord, the A chord, and played that. So I'm not sure that I did that exactly the way he did it either. So I didn't do anything else exactly the way he did it, so it didn't really matter at that point. Anyway, so you could go just back to A. Whichever you want to do. Like I said, I was kind of back and forth with E and E7, as I said. So you can just kind of run through the chords there a little bit if you don't want to get into any picking. Just kind of, or if you're doing it, doing it in a live setting, you can still just go through the singing and just sing it more. Just sing it and make it longer. You don't have to do anything fancy and try to play like he's playing. So the next part is goes to D7. Kiss me, baby. Good, hey, now D7. Hold me, baby, now E7. Are you going? Let's see. I wanna love you like I love a shoe. Now there's where I was doing the E a little bit because he does that. I wanna love you like I love a shoe. You could do just downstrokes, but I wanted to add something there, so I'm doing the E. I'm going back from E7 to E. I wanna love you like I love a shoe. So kind, or so fine, excuse me. So fine, so kind. Gonna tell this world that you're mine. And then we'll go to the A there. And I'm doing some just up and down strokes. You could do all down strokes. So it'd be like, I wanna love you like I love a shoe. So I'm just, like I say, E7, E. You're fine, so kind. Gonna tell this world that you're mine. We go back to the A, and then we go to the last part here. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. D7, real nervous, sure is fun. E7, come on baby. D7, you drive me crazy. Hey, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And then he goes back into another lead part there. Gets all crazy. Again, you can do that if you want to. And then all happens after that is he goes back to after that lead part. And you, like I said, don't have to do that. You just go back into this part and say, kiss me, baby. Ooh, feels good. And just do that part again. So it's kiss me, baby. It feels good. All that. And then he goes, I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby. You drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. And it's all downstrokes on the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, four times. And so, like I said, but like I said, in a live setting, you might want to play. The crowd's going to get into that song, and you may have to go back and do "You Shake My Nerves and You Rattle My Brains." Too much love drives a man insane, because that's just an awesome verse, or an awesome verse. I said it right, but an awesome opening of a song. It's just the words are just they're clever and they're catchy, and so you may have to go and do the whole song again if you're doing this live. So either way you want to do it would be great. But great song, a lot of fun, and if you don't have a piano, you can still play some Jerry Lee Lewis stuff. That's the cool thing. And I hope you're having a great Friday night. If you could give us a thumbs up on this one, subscribe to us if you would. Like I say, be sure to check out the cover if you want to follow along with that. And if you can follow along with it, like I say, I missed a few things there. I realized when I was playing it. So that beginning part, I didn't do the walk down, so I don't know if I was doing that quite right. But anyway, you kind of get a little bit of an idea of the changes anyway. And anyway, check out our links down below in the description. Share us on social media, and check out our other videos out there. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.